If you are just starting your home search in the Villages, Florida, you've probably scrolled through the hundreds plus floor plans that were offered and wish that there was like a little search option that you could search a floor plan without having to look through basically all of them. Well, consider me your search engine because I have been working on a few different search options to save you time and energy from scrolling through every single website. The search we are starting today is going to be floor plans that have a walk-in pantry. So many of the homes here have the cabinet pantry, which most people will later add those like pull-out shelving so they can really maximize their storage spaces. But guys, with the new Costco that's opening up here very soon, we need to step up our game for storage so we can put in that like gallon peanut butter container. And I don't know if it's going to hold up in our closet pantry. If you guys are new here, my name is Kaitlyn. I'm a realtor with LPT Realty, and this is Visit the Villages, Florida. I want to make this like a spot for all kinds of information about this retirement community, kind of some of the quirks that come along with it. So we're just here to be real. So without further ado, let's jump in. There are technically like 17 models that I have on my list today that qualify as a walk-in pantry. But we do have some duplicates and models that are basically the same floor plan. Maybe one with like a few tweaks here or there in like the laundry room or garage, which makes it a different floor plan name, but we're going to go over that. We have houses represented from all of the series except for the patio villas. If I have missed any of the patio villa series, let me know. And then at the end, I will have a few that aren't like the full walk-in pantries, but they are going to be like a larger dedicated space that's not just a cabinet that we're still going to talk about. Some models are not in my list anymore because they've been archived for so many years and the floor plans are not really accessible without submitting like formal requests. I should also say that these models are how they're delivered from the builder. We're not talking about houses that have added like the extra golf cart garage or stretched one side of their house to give them like an extra 4 feet to make a pantry down the line. Okay, let's start with our Courtyard Villa series. So the Courtyard Villas are now currently built with concrete construction and have fences in the backyards to give you a little bit extra privacy or space for your pets to run free. The Durham, Arlington, and Winslow are 3 models that feature a walk-in pantry. Now, I can't show you the floor plans here because they're not my renderings, but we're going to talk about them just a little bit. So the Durham is a 2-bed, 2-bath with approximately 1,300 square feet. You get a real laundry room and a lot of counter space. The walk-in pantry is just about as large as the laundry room. The Arlington is a 3-bed, 2-bath and about 1,675 square feet. The house is a little bit more square than some of the other Courtyard Villas that are more like rectangular, and this one has a pantry that's in like a corner unit. And then we have the Winslow, which is the largest of our villa pantry models, with 3 beds, 2 baths, and about 1,800 square feet. This house and the Arlington have very similar kitchen sizes, but your pantry is a bit larger in the Winslow. Out of the 3, I would say that the Durham has the largest walk-in pantry for the Courtyard Villa series. Next, we have the designer category. We technically have 5 models that fit the bill. They are the Sassafras, Tall Pine, Jubilee, Dabney, and Sycamore. All of these are 3 beds and 2 baths, and then the square footage and construction style, garage configuration, all that would be different. Jubilee and Dabney look almost identical on the outside, but there are some major changes on the inside for like room placements. Okay, before I get off on a tangent, Sassafras. Fun name. It's about 1,400 square feet in frame construction. The old name for this model used to be a basswood, and now it's a chickadee if it's in concrete. Tall Pine is about 1,500 square feet, and it's a bit more square shaped as well with the footprint. And then you get a big corner pantry with lots of shelving. It's my model, so I'm a little partial to it. I think it's the best. Also called a whippoorwill if it's in concrete. Jubilee is about 1,760 square feet. It doesn't have a massive walk-in pantry, but there is shelving on 3 sides. Dabney is just a bit smaller at 1,715 square feet, and the pantry is a tad smaller too. I would say like comparable to a half bath in a hallway that we might be used to seeing. And then there is the Sycamore, which is about 1880 square feet. So it's the largest of the designers that we're looking at today. And it has a pretty large pantry in that one too. Sycamore is a frame home, but the name changes to Woodstar if you are looking at it in concrete. This house has a really nice front porch, and it stands out to me. I love it. Now that I'm going through the list, I realize that I may have misspoken earlier. I don't believe that I have any verandas that have the formal walk-in pantry. So now we are going to leapfrog over and go up into the premier homes. There is a lot in premier, but honestly, I would expect that because I would be a little bit confused if one of the big homes, big fancy, I should say, didn't allocate space for like a silly little pantry. So the models here, we have Osprey, Seneca, Niagara, Westchester, St. Lawrence 2, the Albany, St. Charles, Hattiesburg, Grandview, and Kings Bay. Osprey is a 3-bed, 2-bath, and about 2120 square feet. Osprey used to be a designer, but now they have bumped it up into the premier category. I'm totally spacing on what the floor plan used to be called. I know I've been in it 100 times before, and I don't think it's always been called the Osprey, but I'll figure it out later. Seneca, next one up. I think that's a newer model. We're seeing it more on like the deep south of the villages and a little bit here in Middleton. It has a lot of similarities to the Niagara model, so we're going to kind of talk about them together. They both have 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bath and are between like 2140 to 2170 square feet. Where they differ is kind of in the kitchen area. The Seneca has a walk-through laundry room leaving the garage, and then the Niagara has a laundry room that's just off of the kitchen area. The pantry for the Niagara is a bit larger, which makes sense because that house is just a smidge larger too. And then the Westchester, on the outside, it looks very similar to the other ones. It does have that like long hallway that you walk down before it opens up to the rest of the house, but it does not have that extra half bath. So the Westchester is just a 3-bed, 2-bath home. The pantry in the Westchester is just one of those corner units. It isn't huge, but still nice. The St. Lawrence 2. This is not to be confused with the original St. Lawrence. I know it's silly. Sometimes the model name changes completely, and sometimes they just add a number 2 when it has major differences. Whatever. They like to mess me up, and this is why I have notes on everything. The big difference between these models is the placement of the bedrooms. So the original St. Lawrence has the primary in the front and then the other 2 bedrooms in the opposite back corner. But in the 2, it's flip-flopped. So in doing that, you get a little bit more room to work with in the kitchen. So that's why you will only see the walk-in pantry in the newer St. Lawrence 2 model. This is also a really popular floor plan in the South and in Middleton. Albany looks a lot like the St. Lawrence 2 on the front of the home, but you do get an extra bed and an extra full bathroom. So that's going to be a 4-bed, 3-bath, and about 2370 square feet. I think it's kind of an underwhelming pantry for the overall home size, but it could just be, again, because I'm spoiled with the tall pine and it's massive. All right, these last 3 in the premier category, I'm going to or last 4, I should say, in the premier category, I'm going to breeze over because we rarely see these and they're just massive. They are the St. Charles, Hattiesburg, Grandview, and Kings Bay. St. Charles is interesting because you walk through the pantry into the kitchen if you come in through the garage. But it's a huge space, and that home is just shy of 3,000 square feet. Hattiesburg is one of those rare models that has a finished bonus room above the garage, so it's technically a 2-story home in the villages. Overall, that home size is about 3,200 square feet. Then we have the Grandview, which is a massive home. It's 3,600 square feet, and it has both a corner pantry in the kitchen and a butler's pantry between the dining room and kitchen area. Then the very last one is going to be the Kings Bay, which is like big, big. It has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and 3,700 square feet. But you do get a pantry between the garage and kitchen. And then there's also this like massive flex room that's between the kitchen and dining room that could be an insanely huge walk-in pantry. All right, we're going to switch gears because if I haven't bored the brains out of you yet, I do want to mention a handful of houses that technically have a pantry. That's not like a wall cabinet unit, but it's also not a walk-in. So kind of best of both worlds, maybe just like that middle ground, whatever you want to call it. So like I said, these could be like a single pantry door or a bifold door that's like the width of a guest bedroom closet, but not as deep. I'm just going to run right through these. So if you want a couple extra names, just jot them down, pause, do whatever you need to do. So if we are in the cottage series, there is the Sunkissed, Anchor, and Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach is also found in the designer category. Then we have the Courtyard Villas, and that is the Charlotte and Raleigh. Then Garden Villa, which is like a stepsister to the Courtyard Villa series here, and that one has the Tranquility model. Up into designer, again, we have Pebble Beach, Anhinga, and Poplar. These next few are still technically in the designer series, but they have a really large laundry room that could double as a pantry, and that is the Oriole and the Burrowing Owl. I guess I would need to add the Ottawa from the Veranda series with the big laundry room that could also double as a pantry if we're counting those last two from the designers in that as well. So then if we are looking at the premier homes, it's going to be the Sonderling and Warbler that have the expanded laundry room area that could also be a pantry. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm sure there's a few other models that I've missed, and I'm sorry, I am only human. I don't like to have AI do all of my research projects. So I will make mistakes and I will leave things out, and you can correct me. But if I did leave out a model that you have that has a walk-in closet or a walk-in pantry, I'm sorry, let me know. I want to make sure that I have updated lists for my buyers. So, is a walk-in pantry important for you in your home search? What other things do you search for in a home that you want me to do a video on? Maybe things like a split bedroom plan where like the primary is on one side of the house and then the guest bedrooms or like their guest bathroom is on the other side. Or maybe like models with multiple en-suites. Let me know. Or if you hate seeing houses laid out this way, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. Let me know. If I can really find anything to ramble about. So I'm just looking for ideas from you of what you want me to talk about. I think I'm done. This heat cycle is finally broke, so I'm like able to be outside a little bit, but soon I will be going back on site so we can learn about different areas here in the villages. It's just been too hot for me to sit out there for like an hour and a half and not be dripping sweat in the video. So I'm out of here, got things to do. I've got to go. Be kind to one another. I'll see you around town.